Hello and welcome back to our channel. For those who are new here, my name is Laima. On today's video, I wanted to do a little update on what's going on, what we are doing recently, and what are our plans for this winter, and just general plans, what we're going moving forward. Because now, if you know, we are moved into our house that we've been renovating for the past year. And it's nearly finished. There's obviously lots of little bits still left to do inside, but most of the bigger jobs and projects are finished. And we haven't showed some of the things that we have been doing here in the house recently, simply because it's not something that needs a whole video. First, I wanted to show what are the new addition, one of the biggest additions that we have done lately, and it is our wardrobe. So what we have here is an IKEA wardrobe. We got it recently, we put it together, and so far we're really happy with it. What we chose was these very simple and classic doors, because this wardrobe is something we're definitely not planning to change anytime soon. It's a bigger investment in terms of furnitures, and for that reason I think it made sense for us to go for something that's clean and classic. And if you want to change styles in this room, this is going to go well with everything. And it's obviously goes along with our house. Everything is pretty light and simple like that. What we have here is altogether the whole wardrobe is 2.50 meters wide, and I think 240, no, I don't remember. And we were going with the highest option possible, because we have quite high ceilings. So, and even then, with the highest option possible, there's still quite a lot of space on top where we can put some baskets, just store something that really we are not using that much at all. And what we have here is two sections of 1 meter width and another one with the 50 centimeters. And how we have split it is, this is mine, this is Fabio's, and the 51 is just for some towels and linens and bed sheets and things like that also need to go somewhere. And another thing to add, it was really, really easy to put together. There is really not that many pieces. Obviously, it's just a big square box with some drawers inside and shelves. The harder part was to actually attach it to the wall, because for some reason our wall was not wanting to catch those screws. We somehow managed it, but I'm always having my fingers crossed that it won't come off one day. We're happy with this wardrobe. What else have we done recently? Let me show you. We also recently got this sofa and this like living room console shelves and cupboards, if you want to say that. Those are as well from IKEA, and again, it was really good purchase. We were very happy with it. It was easy to put together, and that's something what we wanted to have in this space, is like one big shelf along the wall to add that storage in the house, because again, this is a small house. There's not a lot of storage. There's no built-in storage anywhere. So we have to create it. And this was a good way of doing it. And the sofa. It was displayed in the shop in different color, but we were thinking we really like the shape. It came with this puff for our feet, which you can move wherever you want, which is something we also wanted for here, and the price was really good. And then when we asked about the sofa, that we realized that we can choose whichever color we want. They had lots of samples for them, and that is one thing that really I think sold it for us, because I really wanted to have a dark green sofa, and I just couldn't find anywhere the right color for it. We are very happy with how it came out. So yeah, this another purchase that I'm really happy with. I think in the house that is pretty much it for some kind of newer additions that are more bigger. Obviously we have lots of more new decor and maybe some other things that I can't remember now, but those are only little bits. And now I wanted to show what else we still need to do in the house, which are a lot of things. I will start with the one that we have to do. One is one of the bigger things that we have to do soon. And one of the things is this dining corner or breakfast nook, whatever you want to call it. Right now we are using our garden furniture that we bought already a while ago, and we've been using it only for inside still, with this nice towel that I got from when I was leaving work in Leeds back in the UK. So yeah, for here what we want is a banquet kind of seating with a table. The problem is that those things need to be built. So the problem is that it needs to be built, of course, because this is a space that is not some kind of standard size, and you usually can't buy those things anyway built already. And there is an option: either we are building it ourselves or we are having someone building it for us. And I think we don't really want to go with someone building it for us, just because it creates so many problems. Seriously, I think we are traumatized for life to hire anyone for anything. But yeah, that's something what is holding us back here. And another thing is that the table that can fit in here is not a standard size as well, so we potentially need to build that ourselves as well, or find the size that would fit here, which is proven to be a bit hard. But since we have a space to sit and eat, and it's perfectly fine for two of us, that is why we are not really rushing with it. And now as well, with the pandemic, we don't want to be going around shops anymore to look for materials and all these things. So yeah, I think this is something can wait. We cannot have any company over anyways, so we don't really need a bigger table for now anyway, and who knows, probably for Christmas as well, it won't be an option anyway. So yes, I guess we are holding that off for a bit, but not for a long time. That is still on our to-do list, and that will have to be done whenever we are decided what exactly we want to do and how we're going to do it. To do is paint the exterior of this house. It is right now it is with green like this, with like a cream kind of color mainly, and I think we haven't really quite decided yet what we are wanting to paint it, but I think we have kind of a big contender in mind, which we will probably show you when we are ready to do this. But to do it, we still have lots of things to do to prepare for it. First of all, we need to pressure wash the roof, and that's going to take a while because I think it hasn't been washed for a long time. Need to pressure wash the walls as well. We need to fix all the kind of holes, cracks, things like that that are in the walls. We have lots of holes up here because they had this kind of a metal name on the front here from the previous owners, and still like lots of preparing jobs for it as well. And then the painting part, we decided we are going to do it ourselves, and yeah, that's going to be a couple of weeks project, definitely. So we are not very rushing into it because it's not something we're really looking forward to do because it's going to be hard, but it needs to be done. We really don't like this color, and yeah, that is one of the finishing points to finish off with the house. And once we have painted everything, we are putting the gutters on because this house doesn't have any gutters, so it doesn't save any rainwater. And we have the two water containers already in the front from the last year. We thought we would have done the gutters and the painting already before, but since our renovation took a lot longer than we expected, we didn't do it, and we're only planning to do it now. And yeah, so those water containers are going to be for the rain that the gutters will catch, and it's going to be a really big help with helping with watering the garden during the summer. And yeah, so that is going to be coming up soon. I don't know if we're going to do it this year or only at the beginning of the next year, but it definitely has to be done before spring. And yeah, we just need to find a time when it's not raining for a few weeks and just start doing it. And then when it comes to the garden, there is a whole big list of things that we still need to do for the outside, and not just planting wise, not just for our vegetable garden and things like that. There is lots of just landscaping things that we need to do, and one of those things is we need to decide what we're going to do with this front garden. So this is our front garden, which is right at the entrance of our house. There are a couple of problems here. First of all, these beds. I've been trying to plant things in, but it just it's a kind of a hard it's hard for the plants to survive here because this just gets sun all day long, and as you can see, our bushes, even though we watered them, they just somehow decided to completely die on us. And that is definitely going to be one thing that we need to decide what we're gonna do with them. Are they going to survive? Are they gonna come back green, or we'll have to cut them all off and get rid of them? And if that is the case, do we replant new ones, or do we do something different for this upper part here and take that netting off? As you can see, all the way around they're all yellow like that. And then we have these two beds, as I said, that we don't really know what to do with. I just keep planting everything that I get just to fill it up, so that, because as soon as it starts raining, there's just full of weeds and grass. And then we have these two beds here as well, which need to be taken care of. There's a lot more things planted in here, some lavender, some other flowers, so this is not as bad. That one over here is overgrown with this wild asparagus and some kind of cactus thing. The problem here is that there is some kind of hole and we are not sure where does that even go to. And we need to investigate what is in that hole. Is it just some kind of hole where they had the water going in, or is it actually end up going to somewhere else? We need to investigate, we need to open it, and we need to close it because we don't need it here. They used to have a tap here, and I assume they've just dug a hole to keep the water in. So this needs to be sorted, this needs to be made all nice and pretty. And another problem in this front garden is, you may have noticed, but here is our front entrance. Yet we don't have a gate opening over here, which is kind of silly, but we have only place that we can get into our property is over there, which is the car gate. So yeah, we actually don't have a gate right in front of this house, so we actually never use the front door to go in and out of the house. Only if we want to come in this front garden and not go through the back door. So yeah, that's another thing that we need to decide what to do with, is do we open here an opening to the street, which I would really like to, because then at least we can use this front door instead of going through 2 other doors to get in the house. But I'm not sure how we're going to do it. We need to decide what we're gonna do with all these bushes and all that. So as you can see, this front garden is a whole big project on its own. There's a lot of things that we don't like. There's a lot of things we are unsure of. Yeah, so this is definitely something I want to resolve until spring. So we have all winter to think about. And winter is really the best time to think about gardening, in my opinion, because that's actually a time when you want to be outside, you want to be in the sun, it's nice and warm, and you have rain, nothing's drying out, you don't have to worry about watering. So yeah, this is the time to do these things, at least for me. And then we have all this space up until the food forest, which is ending around there. We have all this space that we just cannot for the life of us decide what to do with. As you can see now, it's just nothingness, just soil with lots of weeds and grass trying to sprout through and some trees. And the problem here is that during summer it dries out so much that I don't feel like anything would survive here unless you water it. Do we want to water things all summer long, worry about that? I don't think so. We have big enough garden space for veggies and things like that need constant watering in summer. So what else do we put here? I know I have mentioned this space many times on this channel, and I feel like every time I'm doing some kind of update on like future plans or things like that, this comes in as one of the things that we always have on our list, like the front garden as well. But we needed to see how it's going to be in summer, and I am sure that I'm not into watering anything more than our vegetables and maybe some flowers, because even those it was just always such a responsibility, and it felt like you're watering so much and nothing is surviving the heat. And yeah, it's quite devastating how hot and dry it gets. For that reason, I just don't feel like having any more things to plant here. Maybe some trees, maybe some bushes, just some things, but not something like a lawn, nothing major like this, not another food forest, definitely. So yeah, we need to fill this space with something, because to leave it as is, that just grows weeds in the winter and is just plain soil in summer, is just not nice. It's not pretty. And yeah, I think that is going to be really our focus point, so that for next summer, because in winter it's okay, those weeds grow, but when we cut it, it just looks like maybe not the best lawn, but it looks something green and nice. But in summer, when it was just soil like that, it was just sand, it was looking so bad that I think definitely until next summer I want to sort this space out to make it as good as it can be. In between all those big projects, we have a lot of small projects as well to do, and I'm going to try to be better at updating and doing the videos now that we have kind of taken our rest, and we're gonna get back into doing all our projects and just move on with whatever we need to do still. I don't know which one is for sure going to be the first thing we are going to do, but I am thinking we are going to start with painting of the exterior, because that's something we really want to do. We want to put the gutters on, and it's quite a big job considering all the things that we need to do to prepare for it as well. So yeah, we'll keep you updated, and I hope that soon we can start with showing you our painting exterior journey. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you like this little update of what's going on, what we've been doing, what's the next. And yeah, see you in the next video. Bye, thank you for watching.